Welcome back to the deep dive. Sometimes the really big ideas, the ones that stick with you, they aren't hidden away in some dense report. Sometimes they're just right there in one simple sentence. And that's what we're doing today. We've got this source, excerpts from Filmmaking Focus, AIB's Assurance and Support. Pretty concise, and we're going to zone in on just one line from it because it feels, well, really important. It says, AIB's Assurance and Support helped me to focus on filmmaking.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little. I mean, on the surface, sounds like a nice testimonial, doesn't it? But I think there's actually a lot more going on in just those few words about what it really takes to do creative work, especially something massive like filmmaking. Think about it, the scale. Managing huge crews, locations, sometimes millions in budget. AIB here, it's not just any help. It's support designed for that incredibly complex world.
You're absolutely right. And what jumps out at me immediately is how direct that statement is. It's not vague. It clearly says assurance and support led to the focus. It frames them as, foundational, not just some nice extra. Yeah, exactly. Foundational. And it makes you wonder, right, what kind of assurance and support are we actually talking about? And why that specific combination? Why is that so vital it lets someone focus on filmmaking? Because filmmaking isn't just, pointing a camera. It's this huge mix of creative vision, technical stuff, logistics, money, people. It's a whole universe.
It really is. And when someone says assurance and support help me focus, it implies that those things removed, obstacles or anxieties, things that would otherwise just eat up your mental energy. Assurance that suggests security doesn't. Maybe financial stability, knowing the resources are there, or just confidence that there's a clear path. It's about cutting down the uncertainty, giving you that solid ground to stand on.
Right, so that's the assurance bit, like peace of mind. Because if you're constantly worrying, where's the next bit of kit coming from, or how am I paying the crew, or even, do they actually believe in this film? How can you focus on, say, getting that perfect performance from an actor, or nailing the lighting? It's like, trying to write a symphony while your house is on fire. You need someone else handling the fire.
Exactly. A perfect analogy. And then support works right alongside that assurance. If assurance is the bedrock, support is maybe the scaffolding and the crew helping you build. Support could be really practical things, logistics, admin help, connecting you with people, or it could just be moral support, someone believing in the project. Both parts, assurance and support, they free up your bandwidth mentally. They handle the background noise, the practical hurdles, so your creative brain can fully engage with the actual filmmaking.
And here's where it gets really interesting for me. This isn't just about making films, is it? We tend to think creativity needs, like, total chaos and freedom. But this one line from AIB, it sort of flips that idea. It suggests true creative freedom isn't about having more choices, maybe, but having fewer worries. Freedom from the boring stuff, the logistics, the what-ifs.
That's a really powerful way to think about it.
Yeah.
It shifts the focus from just innate talent to the environment that talent needs to actually thrive. This statement is basically saying, look, without that secure base and that practical help, your attention gets pulled away. You end up solving external problems instead of, creating or innovating in your main role.
Okay, but I have to ask, don't creatives sometimes, thrive on struggle, on pushing against limits? This statement makes it sound like clearing the path is key. But what about artists who find inspiration in that very chaos, who innovate because they have limited resources?
That's a fair point. And yeah, some people definitely find motivation in adversity, no doubt. But I think what this AIB statement highlights is the cost of that struggle. It suggests that while, yes, you can get results through struggle, it often comes at the expense of pure, deep focus on the creative act itself. Imagine what could happen if all that energy fighting fires, as you said, wasn't diverted, if it went straight into the work. It's about enabling that state of flow uninterrupted.
It really makes you appreciate all the invisible work that goes into just letting someone focus. That one sentence, AIB's assurance and support helped me to focus on filmmaking. It's a powerful reminder, really, that true creative freedom often depends just as much on the ecosystem around the talent, the reliability, the aid, as it does on the talent itself. It's about having the mental space to actually do the work. So, wrapping up our deep dive into just this one line, the big takeaway seems to be this really crucial link between that external stuff, the assurance and support, and your internal ability to actually focus on filmmaking. It implies that taking away worry, providing real help, it's not just nice, it's essential for doing deep, meaningful creative work.
Yeah, and if we zoom out a bit, connected to the bigger picture, This statement is a fantastic illustration of a broader principle, isn't it? That real focus, especially when things get complex or creative, it almost always needs that solid foundation, that reliability and aid from outside sources like
Yeah.
AIB here. It's about building that strong support structure, basically, so the creator can really reach higher.
So, what does this all mean for you listening? Maybe think about your own projects, your own big goals. What kind of assurance and support might you need to truly focus to achieve whatever your personal filmmaking happens to be? Something to think about.